If you find yourself wanting to feel safe in reality, but instead feeling that being present is suffocating, stay here for a moment. Take a slow breath and arrive here. You do not need to analyze anything. Let the words land where they land. Your body will take what it needs. And begin. I feel like being fully present in reality is overwhelming. I feel like coming into the present moment is suffocating. I feel that reality sometimes feels like a closed box with no air. I feel like I'm trying to push my head out of this box to breathe. I feel afraid of being trapped inside reality. I feel like I'm not fully real or included in the space around me. I feel disconnected from the present moment. I feel like my body and my experience are far away from me. I feel like coming back into my body is difficult and frightening. I feel like my mind tries to escape or pull away from reality. I feel like I cannot fully ground into the present moment. I feel confused about what is real and where I am. I feel like being present is too intense or too confining. I want to feel safe in my body and safe in the present moment. I want to feel that reality has space for me and that I can breathe inside it. I recognize these are experiences arising within my awareness, not truths about who I am. Even though I feel trapped inside reality, suffocated by the present moment, and disconnected from my own body, and even though being present feels overwhelming and I am afraid I cannot breathe here, I acknowledge this fear and this sensation are just patterns passing through my awareness. They are not the truth of who I am. I feel so scared when I try to come back into my body. It feels like there is no room for me in here. Why does being present have to feel so tight and closed in, like a box with the lid shut? I just want to push my head out and breathe, but I do not know how. I notice my mind trying to escape again, pulling away because it is too much right here. My body feels so far away, like it belongs to someone else, and I do not know how to reach it. I am afraid if I fully arrive in this moment, I will not be able to handle the intensity. Notice how this feels in your body, the tightness in the chest, the urge to pull away. I feel confused and lost. I do not know where I end and the space around me begins. It feels like reality is a cage, and I am trapped inside with no way out. Breathe into the heaviness of that fear, the fear of being trapped. I thought if I stayed present I would be able to breathe, but it feels like the air is gone. I am watching myself want to escape from this moment, just observing that impulse. I feel so small and I do not feel real, like I am not fully included in the world. Let the body soften a little, just a little, right here. I am afraid of the suffocation. I am afraid there is no space for me inside my own life. I am here with this feeling of suffocation, and I do not need to make it go away. This sensation of being trapped can be here, and I can remain present with it without escaping. I am aware of the fear, and I am still here intact, watching it arise. Underlying beliefs. Perhaps I believe that reality is unsafe and has no room for me. Perhaps I believe that being present means I will be overwhelmed and suffocated. Perhaps I believe that I am not real enough to fully exist in the world. Perhaps I believe that my body is not a safe place to inhabit. Perhaps I believe that if I fully arrive, I will be trapped with no way out. The emotional mechanism might be an attempt to escape or dissociate from intensity that felt too big for my system to handle in the past. There may be an ego play of identifying as the one who cannot be present, the one who is separate from reality. I recognize these beliefs are patterns from past experiences and are not my true self. I recognize that the protective strategy of pulling away and escaping once served to keep me safe from overwhelming experiences, but this structure is no longer aligned with who I am now and is being outgrown. Adult self, gently turn toward your inner child. I am sorry to my inner child who experienced reality as a suffocating box with no air. I am sorry that coming into your own body felt so difficult and frightening, and that you felt so alone in that fear. I am sorry that you felt disconnected, confused, and not fully real, and that you had to try so hard just to breathe. I want you to know that your awareness is safe, that these overwhelming feelings are temporary visitors, and that I am here now as the stable observer who can stay present with all of it. Inner child speaks. It feels a little softer to know you are here with me, in this tight space. I am curious if I can just take one small breath without the walls closing in. Adult speaks. I give you permission to heal from the fear of being trapped. I give you permission to forgive yourself for needing to escape. I release any guilt and shame you carry about not feeling real or present. I honor our journey together through this disconnection and back towards safety. I love you. You are safe to let go and simply be yourself, because I am here now and always to protect you. Your feelings of suffocation and fear are passing experiences, not the reality of who you are. Now that we've felt and honored the experience, allow understanding and light to arise naturally. The fear of being present was never a sign that reality was a cage. It was a signal from a nervous system that learned to brace against life, mistaking intensity for danger. That was an illusion born of old protection. The truth is that awareness itself is spacious, and within that spaciousness, all experiences can arise and pass without trapping you. Reality is not a closed box. It is an open field, and you are free to breathe here. Thoughts, fears, and the urge to escape are just appearances in consciousness. The true self is always whole, untouched, and free, simply watching. Inner child. I give myself permission to feel the air move in and out of my body, right here, just once, and notice if it is okay. I allow myself to feel the space around me, not as walls closing in, but as room that my sensations can gently move into. Adult self. I choose to stay present with this sensation of wanting to pull away, and I notice my feet are still here on the ground. I am grounded enough to simply observe the fear of being trapped, without having to escape it right this second. Higher self. I allow this experience of presence to unfold in its own time, in the body's own way, without forcing it to feel any certain way. I release control over when or how the feeling of safety arrives, trusting that awareness remains stable while all these sensations arise and pass. Bridge into your new reality. Earlier, presence felt like a suffocating box with no air. But now I notice a moment where the breath moves freely and the space feels slightly larger. Where before my mind would urgently try to escape reality, now I observe the thought of escaping without immediately following it. I once felt disconnected and far away from my body, and now I sense a subtle warmth in my hands, right here, connected to this moment. Reclaim your power. I reclaim my power to be present with my own experience, knowing that I am the one witnessing it, not the one trapped by it. I release the belief that reality has no space for me, and I choose to respect myself enough to simply breathe and notice what is here. Seeing it done. I imagine myself now feeling a quiet sense of belonging in the present moment. I see myself standing in an open space, breathing easily with my feet firmly on the ground. The air is plentiful and my body feels real and included in the space around me. I am not trying to escape or push against anything. I am simply here and it is okay. This new experience arises in consciousness, and the real self is the stable witness watching it all unfold. I feel my body safely rooted in the here and now, breathing easily, with space all around me. I am included in the world around me, fully real and present, and it feels ordinary and natural. I notice the urge to pull away, and I watch it pass, while I stay gently connected to this moment. Being present feels simple, like breathing, like being here, nothing to escape from. I am safe in my body, safe in reality, and there is room for me to just be. Now experience a new future. I am here in the present moment, and I notice the familiar sensation of tightness beginning to form. There is a subtle pressure in my chest, a signal that my mind wants to pull away. I feel the urge to escape, to find a way out of this moment. But this time something is different. I feel my breath, slow and steady, moving in and out on its own. I notice the air entering my nostrils, cool and easy. I feel my feet flat on the floor beneath me, solid and real. The tightness in my chest is still there, and I let it be there without fighting it. I notice the thought arise, I am trapped. I observe this thought like a cloud passing through a wide sky. I am the sky, not the cloud. My body feels heavy and grounded, and I let it soften just a little. The urge to push my head out of the box is there, and I watch it, curious. I notice my shoulders drop slightly. I feel the space around my body, the air touching my skin. The box feeling is still present, but it feels less solid now, like it has edges that are softer. I breathe again, and I feel my lungs expand against the ribs. There is room inside for the breath. I notice a warmth in my belly, a subtle sensation of being here. My mind is quieter now, just watching. I feel my fingers and I wiggle them slightly, noticing they are mine. I feel more real, more included in the space. The fear of being trapped is still here, but it is smaller and I am larger. I am present with it, not escaping. I breathe again and the air moves easily. I notice a sense of calm spreading through my chest, softening the tightness. I am here and it is okay. I am not suffocating. I am breathing. I feel a sense of relief, quiet and steady. I am present and it is safe. This feels normal. This feels possible. I am here. Allow this felt sense to continue integrating naturally in the body and in life. Take a deep breath, feel the shift, and smile. Let this settle gently. There's nothing you need to do right now. You can return to this whenever you feel called. Be gentle with yourself.